Alright, so I'm going to be doing chapter 7, e-business and e-commerce. So definitions, well, electronic commerce is the process of buying, selling, transferring, or exchanging products, services, or information via computer networks, particularly the internet. So let me highlight that for you guys. Process of buying, selling, transferring, or exchanging products, services, or information. And then on the internet. So electronic business, in addition to buying and selling goods and services, e-business refers to servicing customer, collaborating with business partners, and performing electronic transaction in an organization. So the degree of digitization, the extent of which commerce has been transformed from physical to digital. Products can be physical and digital. It can delivery agent can be physical or digital as well. So types of commerce, we have business to consumer, so B2C, and this is sellers are organizations and buyers are individuals. So let me highlight that. Sellers are the organizations and then the buyers are the individuals. Business to business, both the seller and buyers are organizations. So sellers and buyers are organizations. Consumer to consumer, both the sellers and the buyers are individuals. So the seller and the buyer are individuals. Business to employee, organizations internally provide information and services to its employees. So its organization provides information and services to its employees. E-government, it's a government to citizens. Government provides services to citizens. Government to business, conceptual similarly. Mobile commerce conducted entirely in a wireless environment. So e-commerce business models and mechanisms. So major EC business models. So this is so the business model is the method by which a company generates revenue to sustain itself. Mechanisms, electronic catalogs consist of product database, directory, and search capabilities. It's the backbone of most EC websites. So electronic auctions, competitive buying and selling. So EC is electronic e-commerce, just in case you guys didn't realize. So electronic auctions is a competitive buying and selling process in which prices are determined dynamically by competitive bidding. Forward auction, so this is a type of auction, forward auction, where sellers solicit bids from many potential buyers. A good example of this would be eBay. Reverse auction is there's one buyer, usually an organization, wants to purchase a product or service. Buyers post RFQ with information, supplier studies RFQ, and submits bid. The lowest bid wins. So the lowest bid wins in a reverse auction. So you also have emails, e-marketplace, electronic storefront, where websites that represent a single store, electronic mall, where a collection of individual shops under one internet address. So electronic marketplace, it's the central virtual market space on the web. Electronic payment mechanisms, this enables buyers to pay for goods and services electronically. Electronic checks, it's business to business transactions, so B2B. Virtual credit cards allows customers to charge online payments to their credit card account, used in business to consumer. Cards that can be only used once. So a virtual card, orange, cards that can only be used once. Purchasing cards, you have stored value money cards, which is a store a fixed amount of prepaid money and then spend it necessary. Subway gift card or Metro passes are a good example of that. So let me highlight in yellow. Subway gift card or Metro passes. So smart cards contain a chip that can store information, can be used as credit card, debit card. So a smart card is an example of a debit card or a credit card. Digital wallets, well, Google Wallet and Apple Pay are an example of a digital wallet where you can have your wallet on your phone and pay from there. So the benefits and limitations of electronic commerce. The benefits to organizations, well, national and international markets are more accessible, lowering transaction costs. So lowering transaction costs. Benefits to individuals will access vast number of products and services around the clock. No need to drive to places to check out clothes. So no need to check out clothes. You can access number of products around the clock. That's important. Benefits to society, well, it's the ability to easily and conveniently deliver information, services, and products to people in cities, rural areas, and developing countries. So limitation of e-commerce, well, there is a lack of universally accepted security standards. Telecommunication bandwidth can be a problem in developing countries, and accessing the web can be expensive. So here's our quick quiz. Electronic commerce gives customers access to a wider array of products and services than brick and mortar stores. So brick and mortar just means in-person stores. This is true. Electronic commerce can be problematic in developing countries due to a lack of bandwidth and expensive in accessing the web. It is also true. So 7.2, business to consumer, or B2C, electronic commerce. So B2C versus B2B. So B2B, business to business, is much larger than B2C by volume. So what this means is when you're purchasing, let's say, purchasing wood from one company, when a business is purchasing wood from another company, they would be purchasing a lot of wood because either you need to build a factory or you want to sell those woods to consumers. And then in business to consumer, a consumer isn't buying those massive amounts of wood. They'd only be buying like small amounts that would help them build what they need to buy. So B2C is more complex than B2B. B2C involves a large number of buyers making millions of diverse transactions per day with a relatively small number of sellers. B2C is known as electronic retailing or e-tailing. So online service industries, well, this intermediation, sorry if I didn't pronounce that right, elimination of the middleman. So let me highlight that, elimination of the middleman. Intermediary provides information, value-added services. And then we have cyber banking, online securities trading, online job market, travel services, online advertising, banners, pop-up ads, pop-under ads, spamming. So 7.3, business to business, or B2B, electronic commerce. It's the sell-side marketplace. Organizations sell their products and services to other organizations electronically from their private e-marketplace. So let me highlight that. Organizations sell to other organizations electronically. The buy-side marketplace, organizations attempt to produce needed products or services from other organizations electronically. They use reverse auctions and electronic catalogs. So reverse auction and electronic catalog. Electronic exchanges, it's the private exchange have between a buyer and many sellers. Public exchanges independently owned by a third party and connect many buyers and many sellers. This deals in direct materials input into the manufacturing process and indirect materials needed for maintenance, operations, and repairs, such as paper, paper clips, and etc. So there are three types of public exchanges. You have your vertical exchange, which connects the buyers and sellers in one industry. So let me highlight that. The vertical exchange, it connects buyers and sellers into one industry. Your horizontal exchange, it connects the buyers and sellers across many industries. So the functional exchange is services such as temporary help or extra office space traded on an as-needed basis. So 7.4, ethical and legal issues in e-commerce. Fraud on the internet. Internet scams have grown faster than the use of the internet itself. So internet scams. Cyber squatting is the practice of registering or using domain names for the purpose of profiting from the goodwill or trademark that belongs to someone else. So a good example of this is, let's say Verizon would be spelt with a Z. Well, someone can create Verizon spelt with an S, where people would mistakenly think that that's the actual Verizon website, and then they would end up purchasing items from that website, and then it would be a scam. So domain testing, it's testers jam sites full of ads. It's a free domain for 5 days at no cost and has zero risk but 100% profit. So taxes and other fees, well, online retailers did not have to pay taxes. Consumers were supposed to track such purchases. Online retailers undercut prices to brick and mortar competitors, but then many states now require, such as Amazon, to collect sales tax because they were seeing this as an unfair advantage for online retailers such as Amazon, where they don't have to pay tax compared to actual store taxes. So copyright, well, copying material from a website without permission is a violation of copyright laws. So that is it. Thank you.